Hello everybody, it's me, the Raw Local Maniac. I'm back again with another game review. As you can see, today I'll be playing Human Killing Machine. Now, I love the tagline on this. He's the meanest son of a snake you've ever seen. He's a HKM, the Human Killing Machine. Now, this game is made by US Gold, and I quite like that loading screen for the fact that it looks like two guys in a pub having an argument about, you know, whose round it is or someone spilled a pint. But anyway, let me quickly tell you about this game. Now, this game may appear familiar to you if you've played Street Fighter on the Speccy, because that was made by US Gold as well, and this is pretty much exactly the same game with a few little differences. You know, it's not Ryu, it's Kwon. So it's the same premise. You travel around the world, and if there's someone there in front of you, you have to fight them. And you've got exactly the same sort of like thing there where you can change the colours by pressing C. I'll just stick with the black thing. But it's the same moves that this guy's got, you know. So this is like an unofficial sequel to Street Fighter on the ZX Spectrum made by US Gold. Now, I'm sure there must have been some sort of legal problem with this, because it's exactly the same game. But I guess it's US Gold made Street Fighter, converted it, and basically they just took the game, slightly changed the graphics, like the backgrounds. So yeah, I'm the guy on the left there. I play a guy called Kwon. Apparently he's a human killing machine. And on my right, I'm fighting against some guy called Igor. And yeah, it basically plays exactly like Street Fighter, like I said before. It's even got exactly the same sound effects. What I have to give to this game is it's the characters that you fight against. They're somewhat ingenious, actually. You don't just fight against humans. You'll see in a little bit who else you have to fight against. Now, this is the other thing that slightly annoys me a little bit. You basically have to win 3 fights. It's not like like in Street Fighter. You know, if you win 2 fights, that's it, it's game over. You have to win 3 fights to actually move on to the next round, and it's a bit annoying. So there's no real sort of like technique to actually, you know, it's no way of exploding fist. It's no, you know, IK plus. All you have to do basically to progress in this game is leg sweep. So that becomes boring. Now here we go. Look at that. Who am I fighting against? I'm fighting against someone called Shepish or something like that. So I'm going to fight against Lassie here. Actually, you know who it looks like? It looks like the dog from the ninja from Shadow Dancer on the ZX Spectrum. So yeah, I've got to kick the crap out of Shadow Dancer's, or Shinobi, whatever his name is, dog there. Beat the crap out of him. He's a pretty tough opponent though. If he bites you, you're in trouble. It really drains your energy bar. So again, if you ever get into a fight with a real dog in real life, this is how you defeat him. You sort of stand in front of him and do a little leg sweep, and hopefully, eventually, he'll sort of run into it, and you get tired and fall over. So yeah, this is the way you kick the crap out of a dog. Now, I'm not saying, you know, beat up your own dog at home, because that's wrong. But, you know, if you're ever sort of like out somewhere and there's some savage dogs, or even wolves, if you're out in the wild, and they attack you, this is the way to defend yourself. You know, it works for Kwon. Right, I'm just talking crap now. Let's just quickly talk about this game. It does surprise me, you know, how it is Street Fighter. And I know I've said that, but it is shockingly exactly the same thing, because it is the same game with different background and a different sprite. Alright, so now the question is, how long can I actually go on this? So in game magazines, or the good old days, rated this game pretty high actually, like Crash. I think that got a pretty high mark on this game, if I remember rightly. I'm not a big fan of this game. I'm not saying it's a WTF material. I was just looking through my ROMs the other day, and I came across this game, and I thought, why not do a video out of it? Because this week I've been doing videos of nothing but Speccy games. So next week, guys, I'll be doing loads, and I mean absolutely loads of 8-bit War videos. Now, if you're listening to this on YouTube, all the 8-bit War videos will start showing up around, what, the second week of Feb? And there will be absolutely loads of them. So yeah, so the guys that are watching this on the site, yeah, you guys get this from, what, the first week of Feb. You'll get all the 8-bit Wars and so on. I quite like this character. Who am I fighting against? If you look really carefully, you can see her nipples. Don't know whether I want a fighter or a shagger. One of the two. Some nice little thing there when you hit her, sort of like a Batman sort of thing. There we go, pow! I mean, the graphics do look nice, actually. It's just I don't think there's enough animation in the fighters themselves. The fighters themselves are nicely drawn. You know, they've got character. The backgrounds, I think, are beautifully drawn as well. But this game's got the same problem that Street Fighter had. It's just the controls don't actually work on the ZX Spectrum. I think they should have gone for a sort of control scheme similar to Way of the Exploding Fist or, you know, International Karate Plus. That would have worked, you know, fantastically. Because those two games I mentioned are probably the best one-on-one fighters. Well, IK Plus is one-on-two fighter, but you get what I mean. Right, so it's a close battle, this one. She has got some nice boobies, this lady. It's a shame to beat her up. Yay! Look at her showing off her ass there once she's fallen over after I've knocked her out. Just kick her. Again, if you want to finish this game, which, to be honest with you, it does get a little bit boring, which, I don't know, I might just finish it for the sake of finishing it at some point later. But for the point of this video, I don't want to go over about, 8 or 9 minutes. I want to keep the video nice and short because this game is a little bit boring if you end up using the same move. And there's no real tactic to actually finishing the game. Alright guys, I think it's time to round it up. Let me just quickly show you this next. I'm fighting against Helga. She's a big woman. Whoa, wouldn't want to sort of run into her in real life. I shall see you next time. Goodbye.